My father has like a great collection of gramophones. So it's like in our home, it's almost like 15,000 gramophone records and almost like 500, 600 gramophone players. From childhood only, I have just heard lots of symphonies by Mozart, Beethoven and Bach. Nehru साहब का कोई speech का recording, Tagore's songs, we have all those things.
Thank you, Anurag. Thank you for being a part of Radio City Freedom.
Thank you so much for calling me here.
So, how did your music journey begin? Tell us something about your background.
I'm from a musical family background. So my dad is into folk music. So he's a ethnomusicologist. He have done extensive work on all the folk form of Assam, from Satriya to Bihu to all the traditional music of Assam. My mom is a folk singer. I have always been into musical backgrounds. मेरे घर पे ही all musical instruments, and that's how the whole music atmosphere like inclined me to come into this beautiful world, and that's how I started. And I even don't know when I have started.
Did you have any education in music when you were a child?
Yes and no both, because my mom and dad are always around me. तो मैंने जितना भी सीखा आई स्टार्टेड लर्निंग फ्रॉम देम, नॉट लाइक प्रॉपर गोइंग एंड सीटिंग विद देम मे बी, बट कभी भी मेरा माँ अगर गाना गा रहे होते हैं या फ्रॉम माई डैड कुछ अगर मेरा कन्फ्यूजन होते हैं, बट वन बेस्ट थिंग वॉज देयर दैट वॉज माई होम वॉज लाइक द हब ऑफ लॉट्स ऑफ म्यूजिशियंस फ्रॉम एंटायर नॉर्थ ईस्ट. तो कोई भी आता है तो मेरे लिए वो ईजिली एक्सेसिबल था. So someone comes, some guitarist comes or violin player comes, तो I was always like fascinated how they play. तो मैं जाके उन लोग के साथ बात करता था. But from class 6, 7 I started going to music school because वो हो गया था ना कि घर का मुर्गी दाल बराबर ऐसा टाइप का हो गया था. तो then I went to Dibrugarh. My birthplace is Moran. तो मोरान से it's 40-45 minutes. तो वहाँ पे जाके आई स्टार्टेड लर्निंग वेस्टर्न नोटेशंस एंड वेस्टर्न क्लासिकल म्यूजिक, पियानो फ्रॉम देयर इज अ ग्रेट guitarist called Soit Sadullah sir, तो फ्रॉम हिम.
So you were basically surrounded with folk music and ethnic music of Assam when you were born practically. From there, coming to Cotton College in Guwahati, did that impact you when it comes to your music?
Yeah, definitely, yes. Coming to Cotton College was like everyone knows कि it's like the best college in the entire northeast. So my deal with my parents was that if you want to go to Guwahati, then you have to get admission in that college. So luckily I got admissions, and Guwahati is like the hub for northeast people because there are lots of studios and all the some of the noted musicians are they're established in Guwahati. So coming to Cotton College, I met lots of friends who are from all the states of Northeast, from Meghalaya, Arunachal, Assam, Nagaland. Then वो जो collaborations होते हैं उससे भी बहुत सीखने को मिला. And in 2008, I think I released my first independent audio album. Tup Tup, the name was, yeah.
Right. तो आपका जो inclination towards जो Western म्यूजिक है, ये भी गुवाहाटी के बाद ही चालू हुआ?
No, it's from it's my home only.
Okay.
Yeah, because if I can like mention, my father has like a great collection of gramophones. So it's like in our home, it's almost like 15,000 gramophone records and almost like 500, 600 gramophone players, and all are like in perfect conditions. You can go and just play. So from childhood only, I have just heard lots of symphonies by Mozart, Beethoven and Bach. And उसके बाद जितना हम लोग का हिंदी म्यूज़िक भी है, anything means at that time, in the time of my dad and all, the gramophone was very popular. So नेहरू साहब का कोई speech का recording, Tagore's songs, we have all those things.
So from Guwahati, you finished your graduation in Guwahati, and then you moved to Chennai for your formal education in music. Why did you make that move to have a formal education in music, and how did it shape you as a musician?
Actually, there's again many things related. After my first album got released on 2008, so I started getting lots of work, and I was doing some of the best project. Means in Assam, you must have been knowing Jubin Garg. So he's like the legendary singer of our generation. So I used to do most of his work. Means producing. I used to play with him in a couple of his live shows, and तब satellite channels started coming to Assam. So I used to do background score music for all TV serials and all. So I was always busy. I was studying also in college, and musically I was very busy, and I was earning lots of money at that time. So some of my friends then they became very concerned about me कि अगर ऐसा ही रहा तो इसका क्या होएगा. So then at that time I met one of my friends. He was also playing with Jubinda. His name is Ishan. So he told me about this college called Swarnabhumi Academy in Chennai, whose principal was Prasanna Ramaswamy. He is like one of the greatest musician, guitarist. Then he told me कि you should like explore this college and you should try giving an auditions and for the admission. So I gave the audition. Luckily I got the admission, and from that whole thing, my whole perspective towards music changed. Means because after a point like 7, 8, 9, 10, in that 4 years, I was thinking, okay, now I have achieved something in the Assam, because everywhere there was like your music playing, and all the big project comes say your name is associated with those projects. After going to Chennai, then I realized, okay, so actually this is the real world, and you have to learn so much, because music is beyond what I imagined at that time. And that 1 year of time, Swarnabhumi, I stayed for 6 months. It was a 6-month diploma course, but the whole process was almost like a year. So that made me more matured. That helped me in knowing कि और क्या क्या सीखना बाकी है. That 6 months is actually very small period of time. आपको बहुत कुछ सिखा नहीं देता है, but फिर भी मुझे वो सिखा दिया कि और क्या क्या सीखना बाकी है, which I am doing till now. कि okay, ये मुझे नहीं सिखाया अभी, so I have to learn this. So that's why that whole thing like really helped me.
You had mentioned in an interview, earlier interview, that after your course in Chennai, you kind of felt sad that you started working professionally before actually having formal education in music. ये क्यों? ये thought process क्यों आया आपको?
Because I felt that I should have like learned more about it before jumping directly into the professional music. Again, it's like a perceptions, because there's so much things to learn. So abhi whenever I go and listen to my old music, whatever it is, so and the new generations, everyone is like so prepared, and whatever students I met, all my friends, they came to the college with so much of knowledge and musical knowledge. So my thing was, my knowledge was very natural, that what I have learned from my parents or my music teacher. But beyond that also there is like a very vast world. That's why I felt कि okay, before doing so much of work, I should have like learned little bit, at least more, so that my music could be like much more better than what I deliver at that point of time.